Hey everyone, welcome back to another Prize Picks video. JB here, and I'm going to give you guys 5 picks that you can play today. If you are new, hello, welcome, and if you could like, subscribe, and comment at the end of the video if any of the picks or information I am giving you are liking. At the start of all my videos, I want to go over the picks that I give out on the previous day, so let's go ahead and get on that. So I give out the entry that I ran, and it was a pain because we were one basket, one anything from hitting a 4 out of 4, and I would have won over $1,000. But of course, I just get the most brutal beatings ever, and he was, I think, Jaylen Brown got to 40.8 something, so literally all he needed was this one more of anything. But as you see up here, I did right. Remember to mix and match. Don't just run the 4 pick or the entry that I post, because most of the time one person is going to give us a brutal beating. But we still are trying to get that 4-0. But that brings our total to 82 wins, 3 pushes, and 57. And I didn't give out any bonus picks the other day. I'm trying to just keep it more simple just because of how spontaneous these playoffs have been. I also want to give you guys picks that aren't going to hit because it's getting kind of to that point. But I want to go ahead and get into the picks for today. One of the picks that I am going to give you guys, the line's already changed, but I'm still going to play it because it didn't get changed that much. But the first one I want to give you guys is Rudy Gobert, under on his points. This guy just isn't doing much scoring, and I've seen countless videos of Donovan Mitchell not wanting to pass to him. I think there's still some beef between them and the whole COVID situation, but I feel like in this series they're just not going to need him to do much scoring. I think out of like all the, let's go ahead and look at his meetings real quick. So he's averaging out of the 5 times that he's gone against Dallas 9.8 points. As you can see, 8, 5. You got 12 there, 14 there. So it looks like out of the one game but that what did he do? He shot 6 of 6, so he had a perfect game. That's not going to happen again. And then the very first time he got 10. So he, out of the 5 times that he has gone against Dallas, he has ever exceeded 13 one time. And I think those are odds that we are going to take. Moving on to the assists. There's quite a few people that I liked in here. We're going to go back to the well on our boy Monte Morris. We had him last time they played, and he let us down. But if you're watching that game, you saw that he got in foul trouble. He got 2 quick fouls right as soon as the game started. So they literally pulled him right out of the game, and he didn't even get to come back in until, I don't know, sometime in the second, towards the end, and he lost a lot of minutes. Even in a blowout, you should have played more than 25 minutes. So today I am expecting him to get more minutes. The game's supposed to stay closer. They are at home. Has everything going in his favor to at least push, at the very least. Alright, next is going to be Jordan Poole assists. I am very surprised they kept it that low after he has been doing pretty well. He did miss it the very first game, but I'm not worried about that. That's just how it goes sometimes. But if you look at his log and all the times he has gotten above it, he's averaging 6 assists against this team. So that's already 2.5 above the 3.5 that they're giving us at. As you see, yeah, he missed right here against Denver, but 3.5. He got here, 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 here. He missed here, here, hit here, hit here. A lot of these games too are him coming off the bench, all this other stuff as well, because Curry. So it's hard to put a story behind all these games, but I do think 3.5 is just too low for Jordan Poole. If you are very uncomfortable with the assist, mostly any of his props are good today. His points look good at 22. And then his PRA even looks pretty good at 30.5. As well as his fantasy. I think his fantasy is at 32. And like I said, basically any of his props look good today. Okay. The next one I want to give you guys is Anthony Edwards over his three-pointers. I kind of looked into this for a while to decide on what I wanted to do as far as his three-pointers or his points, because I knew I wanted to do an Anthony Edwards prop today. And when I looked into it, you see that there's not many games that he has to where if his scoring prop right now is at 23.5, so he needs 24 points. If you look at his log, he has never scored 24 points and not had 4 threes. Here he only had 20 points, but he had 4 threes. He had 36, 4 threes, 35. He only had 8 points here because something happened. 49 points, he got 6 threes. 33 points, he got 4 threes. 18 points, he didn't get it. 24 points, which is what we need today. 5 threes, 4 threes. Basically, what I'm saying is he's getting the threes with the points more likely than he's getting more points than threes. His prop. So I won't go too far back, but you guys are getting the picture. Alright, and the last and final one is going to be a blocks and steals. Yeah, I'm getting kind of crazy today. It's going to be Nikola Jokic over 2.5, and I actually found something kind of fishy with this. I don't know what Prize Picks is doing, but like when you play Nikola Jokic, you're going to play his fantasy. It's just how it is. He gets blocks, he gets steals, and he gets a ton of other peripherals. But that's kind of why I started looking at his blocks and steals, because I knew that if you're going to play him, that he's going to get a lot of these. But as you see, he's obviously 4 out of 5 here. He has gotten 3, 4, 5, 2, and 5. And the only one that he didn't get is against April 5th, San Antonio. So let's go ahead and look at that. I don't know why he's doing that. Okay. April 5th, San Antonio. 2 blocks, 2 steals. That's see what I mean here? That should be green. This should literally be all 5 green. I don't get why they have him only having 2 blocks against them on that game, and you can clearly see that he has 4. I don't know if Prize Picks is doing stuff like this on purpose to get you not to want to play certain props. I think I've found this multiple times where there's missing a game out of the log or something like that. I don't know if it's on purpose or an accident, but forget about all that. The prop itself, he hasn't missed it. He destroys this. I mean, as you go down against Minnesota, I guess he did only get 1 block that game, but he needs 3 blocks today. And you just look at all the times he barely never ever doesn't get more than 3 blocks. He has 1 here against Boston, and one here against Minnesota out of all these games. You could go his fantasy overall, but I just like the smaller number of him just getting 3 blocks and calling it, because so many times over these playoffs, a blowout, foul trouble, anything has just been messing up these overs. Because when you pick a fantasy or a PRA or anything, you're gambling that everything in that game goes perfect. You know, he doesn't get in foul trouble. The game stays close. He makes all of his shots. You're just banking on basically everything going perfect. And that's kind of where my mind has been lately with trying to target props that have a high chance of hitting even if things in the game does not go right. And as I explained before, Monte Morris got 2 quick fouls at the beginning of that last game, and the game blew out. So that was 2 things that went against us on this prop last time, in which I'm hoping that today that doesn't happen. I think that is it. I hope that yesterday you guys had a pretty good profit mixing and matching the ones I gave. I know the past previous days were kind of rough with the picks, and I'm trying my best to do the research and get these. I want us to have a perfect night. As you see, I'm dropping whops of money. Yesterday I dropped 100. Today I'm gonna drop probably another 100, and I'll post the entry on my Twitter. I'm gonna do a 5-pick flex this time. That 4-pick yesterday was just so painful. Like, I don't mind losing, but just to lose by a point, I just don't get how life is so cruel to me sometimes, or to any of us, to all of us. Us gamblers, do we deserve this? Do we deserve to get beat so bad sometimes? Okay. Anyway, sorry for that little tilt. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope that we have a good day, and let's go ahead and get that cash. All right, guys.